Alabama gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So let's talk a little bit of football, man. Let's talk a little bit of football. Let's talk about this. This top 10 rankings, the conference championships that's coming up. And I'm going to run a couple things by y'all. See if we on the same page. See if we thinking the same. So the college football rankings dropped on Tuesday with the top five, top six, the top six stayed the same. So, all year it's been like this. Alabama 1, Notre Dame 2, Clemson 3, Ohio State 4, 5 Texas A&M, 6 the Gators. And this time around it kind of switched a little bit. Iowa State jumped into the top. Now, Iowa State jumped into the top 10, coming in at number 7. Number 8, Cincinnati, they've been 7 for the longest. They didn't play a game last week, so now they dropped to number 8. They dropped the spot. Number 9 is Georgia. That's some BS. Georgia don't even belong in the top 10, to be honest with you. They 2 blowout losses. It is what it is. I said that over and over again. Not going to get into it. And at number 10, you got the Miami Hurricanes. Miami blew out Duke 48-0. Stayed in the same spot, didn't move. It is what it is. And I'm going to go past the top 10 and I'm going to mention number 11, which is Oklahoma. Now, this is significant. Why am I mentioning Oklahoma? Well, they throw Iowa State into the top 10 at number 7. So if you could see what's going on, then you could kind of, basically get what they're doing. The committee is not trying to hide anything this season. They're being sneaky, but they're doing it right in front of your eyes. They're not trying to hide it. So Iowa State and Oklahoma, they'll play each other in the Big 12 championship. What this does now is give Iowa State, if they win that game against Oklahoma, this will give Iowa State a strong, convincing win. They're 7, they're 11, and give them a push towards getting into that playoffs. They're trying to, basically the committee trying to put a Big 12 team in there. They want to get some representation for the Big 12 in there. They're not even trying to hide it. Iowa State just jumped up into the top 10, at number 7, conveniently, towards the end of the season. We ain't fooled. It's okay. Now, when that happened, now you got Ohio State, by the way. Ohio State number 4, which if the Big 10 had kept their rules the same, then Ohio State would not play the Big 10 championship and possibly not have a strong enough resume to get into the top, into the playoffs or whatever. So what did the Big 10 do? They did something smart. Now, a lot of us fans might hate it, but towards the Big 10, they made a smart move, basically. They bend their rules at the last seconds to accommodate Ohio State so they could get one of their teams into the playoff to represent their conference. For them, money talks. Money talks. And Ohio State is in the best position in the Big 10 to actually make it into the playoffs and a shot at a national championship. Don't think it's going to happen, but anything's possible. Now, the SEC, they're in great position. They got 3 teams in the top 10 that could possibly go into the playoffs. So they'll be represented regardless, whether it's Alabama, Texas A&M, or Florida. Strongly Alabama, maybe Florida, and Texas A&M by a long shot. But that is basically what the playoffs is trying to do. They will have a representation for the ACC, whether it's being Clemson or whether it's being Notre Dame. So basically, the ACC, the SEC, they will have representation regardless. Notre Dame and Clemson not playing this week. Now, Alabama is set to play Arkansas. I don't think that game is going to happen. It hasn't been canceled or anything like that. I'm just thinking that, Alabama really don't have no reason to play that game, but who knows? That game might get canceled, might get postponed, or whatever they want to call it. I don't know why they even putting postponed right now, because most of these games can't be replayed anyway. It is what it is. The only games that should be put on postpone is if they can actually play them during the the conference championship week, but it is what it is. So I don't really think that Alabama-Arkansas game is going to happen. As of right now, it's not postponed, it's not canceled, but who knows? And I'm not sure if the Gators play this week, but that game probably wouldn't even be played either. I mean, why? Why? Now, another game to look at, which is Georgia versus Missouri. If Georgia, I think this game will be played if Georgia and Missouri, are healthy. It'll be a strong win for Georgia if they get it done, because they put Missouri in at number 25, so that'll be a top 25 team, that Georgia beat. So it'll be tough for Miami to, pass them up. But don't forget, Miami do play this weekend, and we play North Carolina. North Carolina is ranked at number 17. So if Miami were to go out and beat North Carolina and beat them convincingly, or just beat them in general, we should be able to be bumped up past Georgia this week. Depending on how bad Georgia beat Missouri, and depending on how the game goes against North Carolina, Miami should be able to jump North Carolina in the rankings this season. So let's keep an eye out on that. Strong win against North Carolina, or just win. And then play Georgia Tech during the week of the ACC Championship. I know that's a bummer. I know. But I think the guys will be, I think our guys, depending on who we have, cause keep in mind COVID-19, I think our guys will be motivated to play that game and be ready. It'll be a 10-win season if we beat North Carolina and Georgia Tech. We haven't had that, since 2017 with Mark Ricks, but this season is a little bit different in some odd, crazy way. I mean, this is probably one of those seasons where, we wish Notre Dame wasn't here. We wish, a lot of players weren't out at times. We wish we would have beat teams that we beat a lot, more dominant than we did. But at the end of the day, coming off a 6-7 season to almost a 10-1 season to the one loss to, at the time, the number one team in the country, Clemson, that's a pretty great season. Recruits are coming down to the end right now. You got Miami going after some top guys, early signing day is coming up pretty soon. National signing days and all that good stuff is coming up pretty soon in the college football world. So Miami keep winning and, looking good. It's going to work out for us. It's going to work out for us. Some of the top names in college football has already committed to the University of Miami. Not college football, in high school football has committed. So keep winning, grind it out. Ace and NCAA playoff committee, we see what y'all trying to do. It is what it is. Well, most of us see it. Some of us accept it, and some of us just be like, yeah, whatever. We'll take whatever y'all give us anyway. Us Miami fans know y'all ain't trying to put us in the playoffs or whatever. We see how it's been going for the past couple of weeks. So it is what it is, man. Anyways, T2Y, thank y'all for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Anyways, hammer gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. I'm out. Let me know what y'all think.